KATC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, it looks like the chance of showers and thunderstorms still staying with us. It is now August after all, and kind of a strange pattern, kind of like what we had in July, these frontal troughs approaching from the northwest every few days, enhancing our rain chances. Well, that's going to continue over the next week to 10 days. But the good news is those frontal systems will keep our tropics at bay, at least keeping it out in the Atlantic. No Gulf of Mexico issues, at least foreseen at this time, for the next 10 days at least. So let's take a look outside. First off, Justin Terro getting our weather shot from beautiful Franklin. Fair weather cumulus clouds at this point, not much vertical growth on them. Some darker bases here over to the west or to the left of the screen, but overall a pretty nice day. But we've seen more clouds building this afternoon with scattered storms. So let's kick it upstairs, take a look at the satellite imagery. Here's that storm cluster moving on through. You can see the storms most populated off to the north and east, and we're kind of in between systems with a ridge of high pressure here and an upper level low over here off to the east, and we see that on the water vapor channel quite clearly as we look at winds at about 18,000 feet. There's that upper low. We're not expecting any tropical developments with this. That sometimes happens, but not with this system. And then we have the big ridge of high pressure up here, and in between we're seeing some of that high level moisture come down with that north to northeast flow, and that's why we've been watching the storms this afternoon generally rolling from the north-northeast to the south-southwest. And that's where we have it. Last hour, some intense storms in Avoyelles Parish. They have weakened a fair bit, but still seeing plenty of rain across portions of Evangeline Parish. Heaviest cell that we're seeing right now is southeastern Evangeline Parish. Ville Platte, the heavy rains just about ending at your location, but they're heading down towards Chautauqua for sure, and also some weather over by the Ladue area as well. Elsewhere, just mostly light rain. As you see this lighter green here, a lot of cloud cover, some sprinkles, nothing too terribly heavy, and then a little bit more action as we go over toward the Melville area, working its way right down the Atchafalaya River. So as we look at things this evening, the risk of showers and thunder showers probably up until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, then quiet overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. We start off tomorrow mostly sunny. Once again, should be a pretty nice day and pretty nice at least through lunchtime, but scattered activity creeping up in the afternoon. I think we'll see a little bit more activity than the model's indicating along the I-10 corridor, but if you don't get your shower by 3 in the afternoon, you may get it by 6 or 7. That's the way it works around here. Then it quiets down and we do it all over again on Saturday. I got rain chance tomorrow at 40%, about 30% for Saturday. Meanwhile, our developing system out here in the Atlantic, not looking like much, but still the National Hurricane Center, the 7 o'clock bulletin just came in, and they are indicating still a 70% chance of development, perhaps as this system gets close to the Leeward and northeastern Caribbean, Leeward Islands, northeastern Caribbean. That other area, disturbed weather, not doing much over by Florida, no developments there. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Flossie and Eric both are going to come close to Hawaii in the near term. Eric is just going to go south of the island. Tropical storm warnings for the coastal waters of the Big Island. And then we'll be watching the next system that may just go north of there, Flossie. So the Hawaiian Islands staying a little busy and on alert. Now, as we look at the models going back to our system out here in the Atlantic, not looking overly organized on the European model. In fact, the tropical wave following it looks a little better organized. We do think whatever may develop should head out into the open Atlantic, fingers crossed, but the Caribbean will have to watch that system nonetheless. Early evening storms possible. We'll keep rain chance at 30%, partly cloudy later on, mostly cloudy right now. Kind of a dreary finish to the day when you have those clouds coming in right around sunset, but sometimes you get some nice pastels and tropical colors just as the sun gets below the horizon. 89 the high tomorrow with partly sunny skies early, mainly afternoon storms. We'll go with rain chance at about 40% for tomorrow. 30% Saturday, 40% Sunday, upper 80s to near 90, not too terribly hot. And then those up and down rain chances continue, a slight enhance on Monday. Certainly it looks like next Wednesday and perhaps going into the following weekend. So you got to keep a scorecard with the 10-day forecast these days as the numbers continue to change and up and down rain chances are here and there. Bottom line, you know it's August. You know you see those afternoon storms. So always keep the umbrella and the rain jacket handy. I prefer the rain jacket.
The rain jacket, yeah.
It's one less thing to carry when you got your
That is so
backpack
true.
going and making a beeline for the door.
Alrighty, thank you, Rob.